What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I am back today to give you guys a review of the Adidas collaboration with Fear of God Athletics on this 86 Low and the Clay colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Poison. The Poison app is the dedicated selling platform for brand new sneakers, apparel, and accessories. And their overall business model is extremely simple. List, authentication, and cash out. And what makes Poison really stand out compared to their competitors? Well, one of the reasons is definitely that they have a worldwide community and they really pride themselves in being the premier app that allows you to sell your products faster. So for brands such as Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and even things like Balenciaga, 60% of the products that are listed are sold within one day. And there's other tools within the app that really help sellers. For example, in-depth information on hot selling styles, pricing recommendations based off of data, and other tools within the app that help you list your products for the right price at the right time. And beyond that, Poison also offers a lot of other functions, such as bulk listings of the stuff you're trying to sell, price references or comparisons against other platforms, and they even offer AI authentication to make sure that the products you're going to be listing are 100% authentic. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, be sure to check out the link down below or scan this QR code to download the app. And I've added a promo code down below as well, which knocks off the service fee when you make your very first sale on the app. So thank you again to Poison for sponsoring this video. So this right here is the long overdue release of the Fear of God collaboration with Adidas, and this specific model is called the 86 Low, as it's a play or an updated version of the Adidas Rivalry 86. So this pair released on the Adidas Confirmed app here in Canada on December 3rd, and they retailed for a price of $200 or $260 here in Canada. So this clay colorway released alongside a talc and a sesame colorway as well, but in Canada only this one was available to us. First things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So the box itself comes in this cardboard case or sleeve, and we have the label of the shoe stuck onto the sleeve itself. And then taking the box outside of the sleeve, so this is a very sturdy box and it feels very high quality. On the top, you can see we have this raised Adidas 3 stripes in black, and on the side of the lid, it might be hard to see here, but we have Adidas Fear of God branding, and this is found on both sides of the box. So as for the shoe itself, like I said earlier, this is a reinvention of the Adidas Rivalry Low. And the entire upper of this shoe, this is crafted using a premium suede in this dark beige color. But you'll notice we have these stitch and turned edges, so you don't see those actual stitch lines in certain areas, giving it more of a premium and elevated and sophisticated look. Covering the eyelets, we have the same clay colored suede, but in this area here, the stitching is visible. And then underneath this, we have the Adidas 3 stripes. This is partially cut off by this high rubber cup sole. And when you compare this to the medial side, on this side you can fully see the Adidas 3 stripes, along with another horizontal layer of suede cutting right across the bottom. And then towards the heel, the suede panel here is again free of stitch lines. And then debossed on the very top of the heel, we have the Adidas trefoil logo. As far as the laces go, so these come with two different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a tonal rope style lace in this clay color, but they also come with a secondary cream or off-white colored lace if you want to give the shoe a little bit more pop. And the laces themselves, they loop through this lace lock, which is also done in that same clay or dark beige tone. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of the same suede as the body of the shoe, and you'll notice that the interior of the shoe, this inner liner is also crafted using suede as well. And on the back side of the tongue, we have these two pillows of cushioning, which helps to give the shoe a bit more of a secure fit and adds to the overall comfort of the shoe as well. Moving on to the insoles, so these come with a pretty thin foam lined insole. So the thickness of the insole was really nothing special. However, it is suede lined on the very top, and then debossed on the heel. Here you can see Adidas branding. So the upper of the 86 Low, this sits atop this cream colored rubber cup sole, which has Adidas branding towards the lateral heel. And on the center of the back of the heel, we have this black colored badge with Fear of God branding. And one thing to note is that while this midsole may seem like it's extremely chunky, the height of the midsole isn't actually this high. So when you look on the medial side, you'll see a true representation of how high the midsole really is. So it's only just over about 1 centimeter in height. And what you see on the lateral side is just the walls of the cup sole, and it's just raised a lot higher, hugging the sides of your foot. And then when you look at the bottom of the shoe, so this outsole is done in this tonal finish in this cream colored rubber. So we have a herringbone style traction pattern from heel to toe, and there's no branding on here whatsoever. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about sizing, this is probably the most anticipated question. So I feel like the length of the shoe is pretty true to size, but it's the width of the shoe that gave me a little bit of problems. So if you look at the shape of the toe box, it actually looks pretty decently wide, but it has a pretty extreme taper towards the top. I got these in my true size, which is a size 10, and there was about just over an index finger's width space between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe. But the issue that I had was around this area right here. So if you can see the side wall of the midsole, it rises up onto the upper of the shoe. And that's where I felt like it was kind of chafing the side of my foot, right below where my toe actually starts. So this honestly is probably the first time that I felt discomfort in a shoe in this specific area. Usually it's around the pinky toe area, or at most around where my toe is. But again, just because of the shape of this shoe and because of the height of the cup sole, I could feel the discomfort even wearing these for a few minutes. So I don't know if this is just a matter of breaking them in, and I honestly doubt that going half size up would be any better. To me, that just might leave me with way too much room lengthwise. So I think I'm gonna chalk this up as being just a shoe that doesn't fit my foot, but I feel like if you have a narrow or even a normal width foot and not a slightly wide foot like mine, you might be okay sticking true to size. But if you're someone that likes a really roomy shoe and you don't mind extra room lengthwise, then maybe going up the half size might be a better fit for you. Moving on to the comfort, so these honestly are nothing special from a comfort standpoint. Trying them on, they actually felt pretty firm and flat to the ground. There's really not too much from a softness standpoint underfoot, so I'd say that it's more on the uncomfortable side. The good thing though is that because of this very flat and sturdy cup sole, you feel very stable and it's very flat to the ground. So it might be a personal preference thing. If you like shoes that feel that way, then you might like these. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so material quality, like I said, this was very good. If anything, the high retail price of the shoe is justified because of the materials, as well as the small touches like the rolled edges. And same thing from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, my pair was essentially flawless. So the actual execution and the build of the shoe was good. I just didn't love the comfort and the fit. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet. I'll lace them up for you and I'll show you guys how these look. So I was very curious about this Adidas Fear of God Athletics collection, but I have to say, getting these in hand, I was a bit disappointed because of the fit and the lack of comfort. Again, this is personal preference. If you're someone that loves this shoe, more power to you. I just don't think that it's a shoe that I would necessarily wear because first of all, it doesn't really fit my personal style, and second of all, it's not that comfortable and it causes me discomfort around my toe. So for that reason, I think it's safe to say that I'm personally out of this 86 low silhouette. I think for other people though, those people who have that right style, this is absolutely a beautiful shoe. But as you can tell just based off of how I dress, this isn't really a sneaker that would go with my personal look. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Adidas Fear of God Athletics 86 Low? What are your overall thoughts on the silhouette? Is it worth the price? Are you maybe waiting for these to potentially go on sale? Or it's just not really your thing and it's an easy pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esgo8, follow me on X or Twitter at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Another shout out goes out to Poison, the sponsor for today's video, and I'll catch all of you in my next review.